It be your own homies. Telling you, these boys been holding out. You ever play with one of your homies and like he shoots a little too good? You giving him that side eye like, hold on, homie, I think you got a device. Like none of their shots hit like the late edge of the green window or the early edge of the green window. It's dead center. Every shot is like all net. There seems to be two different experiences for 2K players out there. You got like the underground scene where they got all the glitches early. They know where all the cheat codes are and all those scripts and devices. And then you got like the mainstream scene. This is where players like you and myself mainly stay. I personally try and share as many 2K secrets as possible, but there's a whole underground scene. And they're like really tight-knit groups. La Cosa Nostra. Their lips are sealed. I wonder how many 2K secrets are out right now. We got a lot to talk about in today's video. We're finna get into all the details. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get to the video.
It's AllCity. Load up that clip.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm AllCity. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. We finna just jump right into all this stuff. But before we continue, I wanna let you guys know, if you're like scrolling through X and you find something interesting about 2K that you would like me to address or talk about, definitely consider adding me. While you're there, drop a follow. One of the first posts that I would like to reference is from Albino Fab. He says, the 2K community is hilarious, bro. Now everyone complains about how content creators ruin the scene by sharing too much. Stop dropping meta bills, SIGs, jumpers, etc. Fab goes on to say, in NBA 2K16, only me and a few other comp players knew about tendencies and raising the tendencies on your my player so your non-dunking build can dunk more. I dropped a tweet that year showing everyone what the comp community kept secret for years. How many of you guys even know what Fab is talking about? When I say the tendency glitch was kept under wraps for quite a few years, you guys have no idea. The best way to describe it is like in the current day is like, imagine you never had to buy boost again. And I'm talking about no Gatorade, no skill boosts ever needed. Your player was automatically souped up to his max potential as soon as you ran up those tendencies. Back in the day, you used to have options to kind of adjust your sliders for like offensive consistency, and there were sliders for like defensive stuff. In other words, you just turn your player into the ultimate 2K superhero. And we would come across entire teams that had done this to their players, but you'd only see this like the instances where you'll come across this was so far and few in between and never hit mainstream, and it was a somewhat complicated process to make it happen. You see, Fab is talking about this in 2K16, but I think it really hit the scene like for most 2K players to even know about it was like in 2K19. If I'm not mistaken, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I imagine it was somewhere around 2K19 that like it really became well known. That's that underground stuff that I be talking about. And your homie that's playing right beside you on the court, he probably know about it, but sangre por sangre, he can't tell you nothing. I just thought it was interesting and I was curious as to how many glitches and secrets are going around the 2K community right now. I get a lot of messages, just got one yesterday, talking about how is this even possible? How does this dude make this type of shot? Well guys, it's possible. We'll probably never know, or maybe we'll find out in a few years from now. Moving on, I would like to reference this next post from Luck TV. Luck says NBA 2K25 is extremely, in all caps, delayed compared to previous years. At times you have zero control. Again, in all caps, you can tell he's obviously stressed even typing this join out, going into caps and coming out of caps. Anyway, you have zero control over your player. The dribbling feels stiff. Hopefully it's fixed in NBA 2K26. 2K usually has a delay, but this year it's the worst it's been. Dribbling feels like you're stuck in sand. I gotta tell you guys, one thing that I've noticed since running the PG position in recent weeks is that you start to feel more like you're in sand, like you're stuck in mud when you're playing against like high level defenders, those 99 perimeter and 99 steal type of builds that are created to give point guards a tough time out there. This is where I start noticing the delays, and I guess my strong handle badge is not compensating for the defensive badges that my competitor has. But when I'm playing against lesser skilled defenders, I feel like I have my way out there, and I feel like the dribbling is a lot smoother. But that's not to say that what Luck TV is saying is not absolute facts. One of the main reasons why I switched from playing 2K25 on PlayStation was because of these extreme delays. The latency only added in to the 2K delay. And I'll tell you guys again, since making the switch to Xbox, I have never gone back to play 2K25 on PlayStation. I have players over there, I have VC over there, and I refuse to even slightly experience what I was going through when I was on PlayStation. I feel for you PlayStation players out there. You probably don't even realize. You probably just think it comes with the territory of playing 2K25 online. In my opinion, making a switch to Xbox eliminated a lot of the delay and a lot of the latency that left me hella Confucius while playing 2K25 for the first few months. Neither here nor there. Moving on to this response that Video Game Takes Game to Luck TV. He says they have to make a decision on this going forward, because the more realistic the game gets, the more it will feel stiff, because like in real life, you have to plant, turn, etc. to do any type of movement. This is one of those things that can't be both ways. It's one or the other. So I ask you guys, which would you prefer? Some of the older versions of 2K with the movement we had? And I'll give you guys a for instance. Like when you guys out there dribbling and you're trying to make your way to the basket, say you're going like diagonal right toward the basket. Back in the day, if you saw a gap, you could immediately cut towards the basket within that gap. In this kind of version of 2K with the new way gameplay is designed, you kind of gotta like make a wind, like you gotta wind into that lane. By that time, defenders are picking up, you're getting bumped left and right. How many of you guys out there like the direction that 2K is taking gameplay? It's more realistic, where an actual NBA player may just kind of wind, and of course defenders are gonna pick up by that time. Maybe it is more realistic. Does the community really want realistic basketball simulation? I personally, because I've experienced the older versions of 2K, I would like a fair and even balance. If I see that lane and I'm holding my left stick in that direction, I want to move in that direction, not wait an additional 2 or 3 steps before I get to where I'm trying to go. Those are my thoughts on it. Curious to hear your thoughts. Definitely sound off in the comment section. And now let's reference this last post from Ja. And I think a lot of us need to hear something like this. This is like one of the realest things ever wrote. Ja says, I'll be honest, we just had such good times on NBA 2K15 through 20. Nothing 2K ever makes is gonna top that. They could bring back 16 gameplay and we still won't have as much fun. It's gone. We must just enjoy what's in front of us or consider moving on. I wish 2K would be fun like it was for me on NBA 2K18, but it's never coming back. Now, outside of what he mentioned about 2K18, I share a very similar sentiment. I truly had to come to terms with this idea. Like, am I just getting too old for 2K, or is it really 2K changing up the gameplay that makes it feel less fun? You guys know I have a really large 2K gaming community within our Discord, the AllCity Discord. All of you guys are welcome to join, especially if you're out there tired of running with randoms. The link to our Discord will be in the description below. Over 30,000 players in our Discord community. I'm sure you guys will find players that you could build some chemistry with and start running with. But considering what Job mentioned about whether or not it's fun and maybe it's just a different time, I see players out there that are fairly new to the 2K franchise having a tremendous amount of fun when they get on the game. They got that energy of what I felt back in the day. But these guys hadn't ever experienced 2K back in the day. They're new to the franchise, so they only got what's in front of them, and some of them are happy with it, sharing a level of enthusiasm that's reminiscent to how I felt playing 16, 17, 19, and 20. So this is what helps keep me grounded and help change my perspective and open my mind playing NBA 2K25. Like, it's a choice we're making to play. Neither one of us have to play 2K. It's a choice we're making. If these guys can find enjoyment playing 2K25, then I'll open my mind and try to do my best to find enjoyment playing the game as well. Maybe we could all do the same. Either try to find some enjoyment with the game or consider moving on. It's past your time. As always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts about this stuff, so sound off in the comment section below. If any of you guys are new here, consider dropping a like and a sub on your way out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, yeah. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, yeah.